Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. On today's podcast, I'm going to be filming with someone very special. But before we start, you're probably asking why I'm wearing this outfit and this makeup. Hold up. Let's get a good look into this. Did you see this? I ate this up. I'm Chucky, if you couldn't already see or tell. But for this podcast episode and for the next coming up, I'm going to be dressing up for these costumes with every guest I have. On today's episode, I have the one and only, never seen before, ready, Gabby. You have to say the magic words. The fear of keeping real is starting right now.
Testing. And we are back on Keeping It Real Season 2 podcast.
Who are you?
I'm the never seen before guest.
I'm talking about your outfit.
Oh. I'm Tiffany. Tiffany and Chucky. You can see the hair, the spray stuck to his hair better.
This was my 2022
He made me
era.
look like I have grays.
I gave her the brunette highlights.
This is questionable.
She ate that up. You can't deny and say I didn't eat that up. You know what else we're gonna be eating up? The cakes that we're gonna be decorating. And while we decorate the cakes, I'm also gonna be asking Gabby some personal questions. And I didn't organize them, so we're gonna be surprised at the same time knowing what we're gonna ask her. Okay. So let's do a little.
Where's our cake?
For real. Time to say the spell again. Hear us now, hear us in. The fear of keeping it real is gonna start in a couple of minutes. But while we do, let's make a wish and bring all the ingredients into this dish. All right, we are back with all these ingredients. We're not cheating, we made this like an hour ago.
We just had to package it.
Yeah, so it's more professional. You see this? We added cake powder and just shoved it in the oven, and this is what we got. We ate this up. We ate that up.
Yes.
Here, give me that. Where's your janitor? That's okay. We have someone that cleans it up.
Yeah, we pay someone.
Yes.
We can make money like that. Stop eating it.
We need napkins. Yeah.
Why are you eating the frosting? We haven't even started.
We have to take it off, don't we?
If that's what you're doing for your cake.
Oh yeah, you're right. I just gave you a glimpse of my idea. Anyways, as you can tell, I can't see. We're gonna put my glasses back on. All right. So what we have is pink, blue,
Purple.
red.
We have black gel.
We have red gel.
We
some
have
spatulas.
the white frosting itself.
Yeah, in case we want to either use
knife,
white,
fork,
and
another, knife
for any other color. And then we got some sprinkles.
A spoon.
Eat that up.
Yes, different color sprinkles. These are cute.
Thank you. I am.
Okay, if we took a void into these hands right now.
This is how much dedication I put into y'all. You need to understand.
A round of applause.
Thank you. Should we get started with?
We should get started. I'm scared.
All right, you can start decorating. You can calm down for right now. You know. Let's see what I'm gonna ask you first.
What are you like?
Okay, we started off strong. We started off really strong.
I'm scared. I'm really scared.
Who? Dun dun dun. And how was your first time?
Oh, I know this was Evelyn who said this. These questions are anonymous, guys. I don't know exactly what he's about to ask me.
Right?
I'm supposed to name drop, right?
Yeah.
You said who and what?
Who? What the hell? I forgot. Who and how was your first time?
My first time, I can't show my parents this. I was gonna show my parents this podcast, but we're starting it off. I can't.
We can skip through this question. Not right. Not you're not skipping through.
No, I'm talking about my parents.
When you show your parents, you can
I'll be like,
oh, there was an error on there.
I think he forgot to edit this part out.
Be like, oh, it was just
This is not spreading at all.
So you're changing the topic?
No, sorry.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is not what I want.
I'm gonna have to take off. Okay, my first time was with was this guy that went to the same school as us. His name is Paco. Well, his real name is, I'm gonna drop Lego name.
Yes, drop everything, the address, everything.
Okay, I don't know about the address. I'm not trying to get shot. His real name is Francisco. His nickname is Paco. We went to school together. He was a grade above me. And my first time was mid. I'm not even gonna lie. Because it was my first time, and so I really didn't know what I was doing or what I was supposed to do. And you kind of expect, like...
You were like, where do I put this?
I didn't say... I didn't do that. But
you're like, so how am I gonna use that?
Bye. Oh, I'm dropping shit.
Don't be dropping stuff now.
I'm sorry.
My janitor only cleans a little bit.
Okay, so my first time was, to be honest, like, it wasn't horrible, because I've heard some really...
I washed my hands.
This wasn't really some, like, I've heard some really bad first times. It wasn't, like, anything like that, but it was not, like, stellar. So it was kind of mid. I had snuck him over into my house, and like there's a whole story leading up to how we got to like that point, which like
okay, you're using too much. Give me this.
I'm sorry.
You're killing the environment.
You're right. Let me lock in.
You could have ate that.
I'm not eating that. I need to be skinny.
Period.
This is the era of Ozempic. You think I'm gonna eat it?
You're right.
Okay, anyways. It was mid. But yeah, because I didn't really know like what I was supposed to be doing, Because I know like, especially for someone who's more experienced, and he was, because he has wrapped up a couple
you're like
bodies.
living up to his expectations, right? You're like, oh, what if he doesn't like...
Yeah, like, and so like I was just kind of like, what the fuck? Like I was really scared. And like when I get scared, I start making jokes. I start like, I get nervous. I start like trying to like change the subject. I'm like, let me not. So like I start saying stupid shit. Like, can I curse? I can curse.
Yeah.
But like I start saying stupid shit, and so like I could have taken moments where he was kind of like inferencing to like maybe change the light, because I had like purple LED lights on, and like people be in their freakiness and put like red. And did I? No, I didn't.
You wanted that. Did you really think I just forget? And forget?
I know you're not singing right now.
Oh.
But it was kind of mid. He only
catching you.
You're I was not expecting that. Anyway, exactly. It was not. I didn't do that. I didn't put the red light.
Turn off.
There was no music playing.
Her parents heard everything.
No, that's the thing. I need to know if they were awake or not, because my parents' room, like, I'm at the basement, and they're at the ceiling. They're at this like top.
They were like, we need a hydrant.
Oh god. And then and so like I need to like, so I can hear like their steps and shit. So I didn't want to like, I need to hear. I'm not trying to get caught up now. And so like it was, and then but the thing is, as someone who's experienced and you got a virgin, you really gonna put them in one position the whole time? Like, damn. Like, I know I'm not fucking ugly, so like missionary isn't bad because you're looking at me, but like missionary is all you could do. Like, that was like, that kind of like shocked me. And then like, because it's like you're supposed to be giving, flip me over, do all this shit. Did you?
He was
no,
like,
nothing.
How do you know this? Oh, I saw it online.
It's like, this is giving nothing. Like, it's boring. 0 participation points. And then
huh.
He.
Huh? I don't know. Whatever you.
Like, is that too much or no?
It's never too much to overshare here.
And he popped my cherry.
Oop.
Yeah. And like, but I didn't know, and he didn't say anything until after, and I had stood up, and I was like, I felt blood, and I was like, I'm not on my period. I lay down.
Now I don't.
I see it on the blood.
Blood. This is how it looked like.
I'm
We're
sorry.
getting some visuals right now. This is what she meant.
You know what? And like, I was really so shocked. I was like, oh my god, like I was like, I said, you made me bleed. Like, this is your, you know, it's like, you know that meme that's like, when no one you know that video you have in your TikTok where it's like, when no one laughed at my joke, and it's like, and it's like,
yes.
it's like, that's how I felt. Like, I was like, how dare you?
Nope.
But
He was gonna tell you after he left. Don't play.
he didn't even say anything. And then, but yeah, so like, it was kind of mid. It wasn't stellar. It wasn't like, ooh, like,
It wasn't.
It wasn't like
65 days.
Kevin Gates type, like nothing like that.
But before she overshares what else happened, before she starts saying, yeah, her second time was with him. Was there a second time with him?
What?
Was there a second time with him? Should we? I'm just kidding.
But it was better, I guess.
Oh, okay. He put on different positions this time.
We were in the
no.
car. We were in the car.
Oh. In the car.
I'm so sorry, guys. Like, this fucking bitch, like,
Boy,
this
like,
nasty bitch.
98% of these people did it in the car the first time too.
Okay, so yeah.
Okay. Serious question. Have you gotten bullied?
Have I been bullied?
Yeah, have you been bullied?
I have.
Where? Like in school?
Yeah, I have been bullied.
For how long?
Like almost my whole life. Up till like, I think senior year. It really like
Stopped?
or yeah, like junior year, I'd say, maybe like halfway through junior year it stopped. But it wasn't like the bullying where you would think it's like, oh, this bitch is getting beat up for her lunch money. Like,
I was expecting you to get shoved in the locker.
like it wasn't.
Okay, so then it wasn't traumatizing. Next question.
It was. I had some lethal bitches on my ass. Like, what the fuck?
You can name drop right now.
like I had like, it was just really, it really hurt, and like sometimes I don't like to think about it because like I really haven't, like, it's not like I haven't healed, but I'm not fully healed. So it's like sometimes I think, like, I try not to think about it or I'll start to like tear up. You'll hear my voice start to crack if I start talking about like specific things that I remember, and like,
Like, what did
I
you
wouldn't
do?
wish it on anyone, huh? Like,
What did they do?
shit, like I had this, I mean, like, people laugh at me, you know, if you know, being like a bigger person, like, you cannot be in any type of diss, rap battle, nothing, because their first thing is gonna be your weight, your looks, and like, when, wipe some frosting on my face, when you're like not so secure about how you feel about yourself, it hurts because it's like they're going straight for what you feel, like you're
Exactly, and that's a pussy move. Cause like, come on now,
on God.
why would you go for looks if you're gonna do, you know, a battle
Especially
or
when you
something like
look at your mom first before you say something about me.
that?
If your mommy
Exactly.
a baddie, I'm gonna respect it.
Oh,
But you know, like,
No, I get it. I literally, I would get bullied too. In
what
middle
did you
school,
get bullied about?
same thing. I used to be overweight
Yeah.
in middle school, and what's it called? I don't know. It just you don't fit with everyone else,
Yeah.
and that's when eating disorders happen because of people. Like I remember, but it wasn't as bad as this one girl I knew in my middle school in Abbott. Her name, I literally had her name on my head.
Not you being scared to name drop.
No, literally had her name on on here.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's some pretty name, but everyone, like, I was new to that district. I was new to everything, so I didn't know she was, the target. And she would come up to me, because I didn't care about my weight really that much in middle school, so I would be eating whatever the fuck I want. And then she would come up and she would have a salad, and she's like, I wish I could eat that.
Oh.
I wish I had that.
Oh my god.
And then, like, literally, she was trying to lose weight, and some person, we were literally talking, and I used to not care who I talked to, and I would talk to her, and some bitch walked past her and said, "You fat pig." Not to me, to her. And I was like, don't say, I literally stood up for her. I'm like, why you call her that? And then he's like, look at her. I was like, okay, you're done.
I would have fought. There would have been hands thrown. I don't give a fuck. Write me
and
up.
I feel so bad because she looked down. She's like, she just took it. She would literally take all the insults.
Oh. No, but that's how I was too. Like, I really couldn't. I felt like I couldn't really say anything. And like, I told my parents knew about it, but. And, like, of course, like, if my parents would do something about it, but I always told them I didn't want them to do something about it. Because, like, I'm a woman that, like, I believe, like, let me try and figure it out first, solve the issue myself. And if I can't, then I'm going to ask for help. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I always felt like, it makes it worse. It's like, oh, you like, told the teacher, or you told your parents and got, like, the parents involved. And now it's, like, it makes it 10 times worse.
But who were these girls? We need to know who these people were.
Like... From high school?
Yes, it was everything. So we call them out right now and see if they were worth the judge.
There was one girl, and it's hers because they would act like my friend as well. Like they would be like my friend. Yeah, I had this one girl. Her name was Leona, and this was like sophomore year, freshman to sophomore year. I would be friends with her. Well, I thought we were friends, but like this bitch had a vendetta against me. But like she would like, she was brutal. Like she was mean behind my back. She set me up for certain things, like in front of people, for humiliation. And like she just like, that's just one. In elementary school, there's this bitch I used to be friends with, but like it'd be like one day she was nice to me, the next day she'd be like, she just didn't want to be my friend. She'd have people laugh at me. You know how like
she wouldn't stand up for you.
No. And like, you know how like we got that field trip at like elementary school? So our field trip was to like the safari, like here in Georgia. And she ruined that trip because she like purposely sat next to me and cornered me, but then was mean to me the whole time. Like, and I was just like, damn bitch, like this one specific story where she had chips and I asked for a chip. Maybe this bitch is trying to fast for me, but like, this is not your job to control what I eat. And so, and this is the story. You're laughing. This is my life. That was my life.
Okay, you tell me.
But she would like, she said she would give everyone like stuff, but then like when I asked for one, she wouldn't give it to me. And I remember I felt so frustrated because I sat at window. Window's like the best seat when you sit somewhere.
Literally. Except when that driver be hitting
it. On the bus, you're like hitting your head on the window.
I'm like, oh. I was just, making myself music.
And so, like, she sat me there, and I couldn't talk to anyone. Like, I was literally just alone, and I literally cried at one point. I just put my head into my hands, and I just started like crying. But like silent type, like where your tears are warm, you could feel it. Like I was just like, yeah. I was so frustrated, and when my parents came to get me, they were like, oh, like you gotta go to bed early. Like you've been awake all day, like early, like you gotta go to bed earlier tonight. And I was like, fuck y'all don't know what my day was like today.
The struggle.
But like Leona also like, fuck that bitch. Fuck you, ho. I should have caught my rounds with you when I had the chance, when I thought about it. I'm a healed woman, so I don't throw hands, but I should have when I, like, in middle school, I used to throw hands all the time.
Okay, protecting herself. I never really got into that type of,
Like fighting?
Yeah. It's because I was never able to stand up for myself.
Oh, it wasn't like fighting, like I was like fighting these bitches. It would be the most random beef that I had, and it wasn't because of the whole bullying thing. It was because like bitches were beefing with me. I know I got written up one time for slapping this guy. He said some shit, like he made fun of me, and all I remember, like I was boom, and then he like the teacher saw and was like, he's like, you just assaulted him, and I was like, all right now. Assault is a strong word. Like,
yes, I was defending myself.
Exactly.
What did he say?
The teacher?
No, the guy to make him slap.
Oh shit, I don't even fucking remember. It was probably.
It was so traumatic. She remember.
Oh god, I blocked it out my memory.
No, yeah, I think people should just like each other. Don't you be the last person to be talking.
Okay, you don't have to like each other, but mind your business. If it's something you can't change in like 2 seconds, don't comment on it, ho.
Literally.
Like, you know.
Bro, you know what always makes me mad? Like when literally a 5 judges a 4. Like what the hell?
You're pushing them into number categories. That's not helping.
Like, okay, but you gotta get my point.
I get it.
Like, you're at the low level with her, so. I'm not talking about you. You're at the low level, so what makes you think you could judge? Looking like that, you know?
Looking like that is
Let me see. Almost mine. Oh. Whatever. It's because it stopped in high school. Because, that's when I started, changing myself, trying to fit in.
Yeah, me
and,
too. I
like,
tried to change myself to fit in, like, freshman year. Because in middle school, I used to have,
led to that point.
Yeah. In middle school, I used to have, like, bigger anger issues where I would fight a bitch. Like, you got something to say something to my face, and we'll fight.
Exactly.
And so, like, we literally... But then when I was, like, because all my school, I was district for a different school, but I chose to go to Sprayberry.
Oh.
Because I didn't want to go to the same, like, school where I've been bullied my whole fucking life. Why would I continue to put myself...
Oh, I thought it was literally with him.
Oh, it was some with them, but like from middle school and elementary school, it was different people.
Who was the only person that stuck with you during that time?
Like from middle school or to high
In high school, like was there. She didn't care where you were. She didn't care how you looked. They were just there for you.
I had Evelyn. Love Evelyn. One of my friends, my besties, Kennedy. I don't know, like I have people who met me in high school that like weren't like making fun of me or doing shit with me. They would always be like,
she did not mention. Get on my podcast. She didn't mention my name.
Well, we didn't really become close until like junior year.
Doesn't that count?
Okay, that does count. You too as well.
I had to ask for that compliment.
It's you as well, but
Can you
like
pass me that one, please?
It didn't start.
Are we seeing the image?
They're probably like, this bitch has only put white on hers.
She's like, he's getting flashbacks from Pop.
Goodbye, good night, bye your life.
Your mind is still on the last question.
Ew.
Bye.
I've been moved on from him. No, thank you. But like bullying. What's it? Don't bully. But like one of the things that happened.
It's because in middle school people are super. How do you call it? In middle school obviously you're not mature. In high school you're more mature, so
it hurts more because it's like.
What really? I thought people would change. I thought it was.
Fuck no.
People didn't just say
Why are we
no
16 years old and this bitch has set me up to get humiliated in front of everyone in the gym? Like.
What happened?
So basically let me explain. So it was like. October's a hard time for me, guys, because this happened in like October, homecoming season. Oh. So it was homecoming. You know how freshman year COVID just happened, so we didn't have any homecoming, no type pep rally, nothing like that. And so it was homecoming season. So sophomore year, we finally got to have one. Like we're coming back, making it back from COVID or anything. And so I was excited. I was like, oh my god, like my first homecoming, like. I was excited on what I was gonna wear. I even had a dress that I got. And then like but I was kind of scared because I didn't have a date. So Leona, she was my friend at the time. She was like, oh my god, like I have a friend that, like for you that like if you ask, like he'll go with you, like he will say yes if you ask him. And I was all like, oh my god, like yes, like I'll definitely ask him, you know, like social anxiety, who? Not me. I'll ask. I'll be the man. Like what the fuck? And so I made. She told me how to make. She told me like what sign to make. It said.
Is there a video
of the sign?
Okay.
Or me get somewhere. I don't have it.
Oh.
I know one of the football players had it, but
What the hell?
but so I made a sign. It said Lego to Hoko, and it was like Lego themed, and because she was like he loves Legos, and I was like, oh, like yes, like I'll make it. So I made the sign, and then she was like, okay, ask him at this like from second period, like first period to second period. And so, or no, second period to third. So I was going across the gym. I was going from cosmetology to math. And I had a sign. I was all dressed up cute. I had my makeup done, and like I went to go ask him, and I looked up because I'm on the gym floor, and I saw hella people in the stands. And like
that did not go in your head, like
I was like, what the fuck? Like I saw them, and they all had like their phones on. I saw the flashlight on, like they were all recording as well, and I was like, what the fuck? And but like, you know, I was like, and I went up, and I was like, will you go to homecoming with me? And he said no in front of everyone. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like I didn't like, what? Like I didn't have no reaction. I was just like,
literally.
Oh, okay, you know, I just collected myself, like, you know, closed the sign, threw it away. And I went to class where, you know, Miss Amaya's class had no service. Like,
yeah.
So I had Miss Amaya, and class got no service. It's a dead zone. So like,
literally,
people were texting me, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I didn't see until I got to lunch. But I was so frustrated because I was like, the fuck? Like, this bitch just told me, like, he was gonna say yes. You are like Papa. Why the fuck you lying to me, hoe?
No, for real. That's messed up.
And like, and I thought that was like the end of it. And so then when I was like, okay, you know, he said no. I'll still go to homecoming. And then I asked this other guy who, like, we were friends. I asked him just as friends. And he was like, yeah, like, I'll go to homecoming with you. And I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, like, I have a date, even though I asked him as friends.
Yeah.
But this bitch who liked him, I'm convinced she liked him. I'm not confirmed.
Who'd you ask?
Oh, his name's Graham.
Oh.
You know?
Say it again?
Graham. Like redhead.
No.
But
I'm hearing you. I'm gonna watch my
I don't know if she likes him for sure, guys, so don't clock me for that. If you see this and you're like, no bitch, I didn't fucking like him, I'm sorry. But so essentially this is not gonna work out. Oh no.
I know.
It's leaking. Oh, how did you finish so fast?
Because you're the one talking.
You're right. Let me lock in. And so I asked him, and Graham was like, yeah.
It's Jaws. Is that the shark movie?
Yeah.
Jaws? Yeah.
Bro, how did you make a shark movie themed cake and don't even know what the movie's about? If it was, what if it was like a sex movie? You're like, it's like Jaws. And you're like, do you make a fucking shark?
I never even watched the movie.
That's crazy.
I was just like, blue, red, okay, I got it.
Okay, you ate that.
I want to eat it now.
Oh, okay. But I thought that I'm pretty sure she liked him because she told him that I liked him. And that's another thing is people have sometimes like a fear because I'm like not the social, like beauty standards, that they have a fear of being like seen with me. So he freaked out because she said that I liked him and he didn't want to be seen with me. And so like, he freaked out and backed out and was like, I don't want to go with you. Like, I don't want to be seen with you. And that shit tore me apart because I was like, what did I do? Like, and I told her, I was like, I don't like you. I don't know why you're hearing this. Like, this is not real. Like, this didn't. And
there's no way for you to like prove it because people already like if it comes from somebody else.
And he posted on his story, I don't know why Gabby's saying all that. I'm not going to homecoming. Like, everyone saw. It was bad. I remember I cried so hard about that. Like, I remember my
homecoming for
I remember because Leona, she was the one to tell me about it too when he posted, because he came up to her and was like, tell Gabby, like, I don't want to go with her. And so Leona had called me and was like, hey, like, Graham said he didn't want to go out to homecoming with you. And I checked him, like, Snapchat, because I had him on Snap. And, huh? No. He thought he blocked me from his story, but where he posted that, like, oh, I don't want to be seen with Gabby, like, I never want to go with her, like, why would I go with a bitch like her? And so, like, and I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's your issue? Like, and he was like, you did this to yourself, yada, yada. And I was like, oh, how the fuck? Like, exactly. And then both of my ideas are failing me right now. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Anyways, and so yeah, like that, like it tore me apart. I remember I was in the kitchen, like with my dad cooking dinner when she called, and I literally just started, I hung up and I just started crying. Like I broke down to the floor, like, and my dad was like, I don't understand, like, it's just homecoming. And I was like, it's not just the homecoming thing, like, it's the fact that they're doing all of this. Like, what the fuck? And, like, he was mad and he was upset because it's like he felt like he couldn't do anything because I wouldn't let him do anything for me.
Exactly, yeah.
So, like, he was just, like, frustrated for me, but, like, he couldn't really do much for me because I wasn't, like, I wouldn't let him do anything. But that's just one of the stories.
You don't want to look like a coward, you know?
Yeah.
That's why you want to settle it yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you're out there and you're struggling, go. Tell your parents, tell everyone, admin, whatever. Like my dad says, admin don't do shit. Either be physical or, you know, cops involved or whatever. But yeah, make sure to not stay quiet. Don't be like us. Don't stay quiet. I mean, for me it worked out, but like, you know, it worked out for her too. Junior year, senior year. Yeah, at one point,
because I started making like real friends. You
yeah.
know? So like, you know, like when I met you and Evelyn and like Kennedy, you know, that whole friend group, like y'all were the most genuine people I had dealt with, like starting like all of high school. Like I was, and it really helped.
No, for real, I've been thinking about it. I'm like, okay, so junior year, junior year, freshman year, 0 friends. I was running into the district. Sophomore year, I started talking to whoever would talk to me. And I didn't, in the people I talked to sophomore year, cut them out of my life.
Period.
Except Nalani.
Love Nalani.
Yeah, Nalani.
She's so sweet.
Love you, Nalani. Damn, she's been through a lot with us. Like, she started with the other friend group, then she moved with us. Okay, so cut them off, and then until junior year when I met Evelyn sophomore year, but we started, you know, more junior year, senior. Oh, senior year was my favorite because then I started meeting everyone, a lot more people. It was fun. So just find people that, you know, the environment is good for you, that you feel super good with, you know. This question, now that we're talking about friends, why did you stop being friends with Avery?
Okay.
Y'all were literally tied by your pussy hairs. What happened?
How did you say that? I stopped.
Just kidding.
Tied by the pussy hairs is crazy.
From Evelyn.
She said that?
To me. I was like, oh.
Okay, so when we first became friends, it was the beginning of senior year. I had known of her, like, we were kind of like acquaintances sophomore and junior year because we had some classes together, but like we talked, but we never talked outside of class. But we really became like closer. It was the beginning of senior year. We had classes together, and she was so excited. Like I remember she was ecstatic. Like, oh my god, like mind my spider, hoe. Like
I wasn't looking at it.
This was like the spider that bit fucking Spider-Man after he bit Spider-Man. But oops, sorry.
Sorry.
I keep putting it. Okay. But okay, so we became really fast, and I remember she was so excited that we had class together, and I was just like, you know, like it made me happy because it's, you know, like I don't have many like genuine friends, and she was really like genuinely happy that we had class together, and so I was like, you know, and so we had class and we saw each other every day, every day because we had the same class, class. But then like her birthday is like the end of August, and so she invited me to her birthday party. And I felt bad because she had invited other people and they fell through and they didn't come. I was the only person that came. And so then like she told me how happy she was, like like I made her birthday so much better. I was the only one who like hasn't caused an issue. Like, mind you, you know how it's like someone tells me it's like, oh, like my ex is crazy, but it's like, is she crazy or did you make her crazy? So it's like, you keep losing friends, or like you keep cutting them off, or are you losing them because it's you? Right. You're the issue. And so like I never thought about that, but like, I should have. And so we became closer because like now it's like her birthday, and like I got her stuff and then she got me like, and then we became closer. And I told her how I like.
They got really close at one point.
What you know about that?
On her birthday.
Anyways, I finished my cake. This is my spider web.
Okay, it ate.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so then, like I told her, I expressed that my interest. I wanted to start going to the gym and like possibly like let me slay on these bitches. I was starting to lose weight. And so we started going to the gym together. I had a gym membership, and she was my plus one. And she would like took it upon herself to like almost be like my trainer, but she was also working out herself for her own reasons. Yeah. And then like we got really close, like, but it almost felt like a little bit of envy. Like she was like I never had like a pole game where it's like all these men are on me, but like she only kept pulling bops who only wanted to fuck, and so like she was really, I feel like she was envy because I didn't have lust. I wasn't looking for lust, and she kept getting lust instead of more love. But I would always try and tell her, I'd be like, girl, you gotta set a boundary with these guys. Like, exactly. You don't want them to like only call you at night and fuck. Like, then don't respond. They call you, don't answer. Did she listen? No. Right. Did she listen? No, she ain't listen. And like, but then she's kind of like, she was toxic. She didn't like if I hung out. I remember she took a video. I might still have the video. I'll send it to you. But if you want to put it for the YouTube. But she got mad because I called Evelyn to tell her story, and she recorded me on the phone with Evelyn, like telling her about the story. And she was like, when she has other friends, like she didn't like that I had other friends, like Evelyn. And I think Evelyn sensed that because Evelyn was like, the fuck, like, bitch, I don't like you, ho. Yeah. And she told me how much she hated her all the time, and I would always be like, y'all don't understand, like, I see this other side of her. It was like a toxic relationship. It started to feel like that because at one point I felt like she had a crush on me. I don't know. She went that way. I don't go that way. I didn't think, like, I don't know. I like whatever the fuck I like, and that just seems to be men. If I like your vibe, then I like your vibe. So like, and then, but she knew that she liked girls as well. And so she would always flirt, but I flirt with all my friends. Like, if you look bad, you look bad. I'm gonna tell you, but it's nothing like I'm trying to get at you. And she like, so like we started being like really close, like flirting, and like, we cuddle, like, but I'm also like physically like affectionate with all my friends, but like hers felt like more intimate a little bit. And then like, but then when we were going to the gym, it's like she couldn't separate church and state. So it would be like, oh, like, I don't like when people yell at me. Like, it reminds me of shit. Like, I don't like when you raise your voice. I see that tone difference. Ooh, I gotta go. And so we would go to the gym and she'd be yelling at me, but she would say like the most rudest shit, trying to get to motivate me, and it would piss me off more and not want me. No, I didn't want to do shit. Like, bitch, like, the fuck? Yeah. Like, I remember one time she was like, Gabby, you're bad now, but if you lost the weight, like, you would be so much better. Like, she said shit like that, I would be like, the fuck? Like, this is not helping me.
Like a backhanded compliment?
Yeah. Like, and so, like, and then she graduated early, so when I was still finishing the last semester of high school, she kind of started doing her own thing, and then but it was like she started to like kind of essentially like forget me, which was needed because it was like thank God, because now I'm not the only one that she's holding on to.
Yeah.
But then it was like, but we still had shit like we would go to the gym every fucking day. So then it was like we wouldn't go to the gym because she stayed up till 2 a.m. with one person or doing shit like with another person, and then I'd wake up early for the gym and she wouldn't wake up. She wouldn't be awake. Oh. And I was like, bitch, like this wasn't the plan. Like
literally,
where's the consistency? And so it just kind of pissed me off, and like I felt like she always used my house to sneak out of, because my house at the time was, my parents are more lenient, more specifically my dad. And like he's like, my dad's a big fan of, I don't care what you're doing, because you know like what's right and wrong, but just tell me like, oh, you're gonna go out tonight, like tell me you're gonna go out tonight, don't just do it without telling me. And so she knew that, and I think her parents were not like that at all, so she took advantage of that because she'd like to sneak out and go see guys. We would go to like downtown Atlanta, like, you know, and like because she wanted to go to the frat houses and like Georgia Tech, and like she liked that. And I remember, and then I started to get tired of it because like I'm not boy crazy, she's more boy crazy, she's boy driven and everything. And so like her looks, the way she talks, the way she acts, like she wants the attention of the male gaze. And so like I'm not like that. So she started to keep wanting to do it. I got tired of it. Like it was fun at first, but now I'm like, okay, like the party's over, ho. Like, but no.
Time
so
calm down.
Yeah, like close some legs. Like come on now. And then so she like essentially like one night she decided she wanted to go out. I didn't want to go out, and she had got one of our friends, because we were in like a friend group trio. It was me, my friend Kennedy, and her. And like I told Kennedy, I was like, Kennedy, like, because Kennedy was Avery was sleeping over, Kennedy was at her house. I was like, if you want, like, I'll pick you up and we'll just hang out at my house. Like I don't feel like going out and doing that whole thing. And Kennedy was like, yeah, I'm down. But Avery had plans with these guys that she wanted. But she didn't really kind of include me. She kind of wanted the prettier friends, which was like our friend Samantha. But Samantha was like, if Gabby's not going, then why would I go? Like, and so Samantha stayed. Kennedy didn't know, and so Avery got Kennedy to go. And I told Avery like, oh, y'all can just stay at home. But Avery didn't tell Kennedy I said that. And so Kennedy went out thinking we were going to be there, and we weren't. And then that night, Avery didn't come home till like almost 5 or 6 a.m. And I had been texting her since like 3 a.m. that I'm tired, I don't want to stay up, waiting to let her back into my house, like, because like I gotta lock the door. I don't want to sleep with the door unlocked, like the fuck. Like, and so I was texting her like, bitch, let's go. Was she coming? No. She took her sweet time, and she tried to blame it on Kennedy and be like, Kennedy's taking so long, I told her we're trying to go. But then I asked Kennedy, and Kennedy's like, she never told me anything. Like, she didn't tell me till the last time before we left that, like, you wanted us to come back. Like, and so, like, that shit, like, pissed me off. And and then she didn't pay for anything. Now, I'm a giving person. I'll pay for whatever. Like, but I'm not the type to expect it back, like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, like, that cost me $10. My Cash App is this, like, I'm not really that type. And so, but it was to the point where I ended up dipping because I also didn't want to piss her off, because she was like, it really was like a toxic relationship, because it was like, if I pissed her off or said some shit, like, it was an explosion on me, and like, it was like I did something wrong, but I was like, girl. And so I remember, like, I didn't want to piss her off and tell her to pay for herself, because the way she made it seem like was like, oh, I'm taking you to the gym, I'm driving you to these places.
The least you can do
The least is pay. So, like, I felt like that was, you're right. So, because I didn't have my car at the time. And so I ended up, but the thing is, we spent so much. She wanted so much that I ended up dipping into my car payment, my savings, without, like, my parents. When my parents found out, oh, they tore my ass apart. Like, it was that calm and collected. When I got home, my dad was waiting for me on the couch. But that's how it was. And it was to the point, like, we go somewhere it was reach over for me to pay.
Mm-hmm.
It was never, I paid for her gas because I felt like, oh, she's driving me these places, I should pay for her gas. And like, I don't do that anymore, so bitches don't think it's slick. I'm not, no thank you, I drive myself places.
Right.
But like, and so that eventually, that ultimately led to our friendship stop being friends, because like she was just on her path, I was on mine. And I was like, hey, like, you're doing your shit, like you're doing all this, you know, you're partying, you're going to bars, you're getting drunk, and I'm still in school, I still gotta get up the next morning, I'm not, you know, I can't be a part of this. And so I said we should take a break, and she was like, I agree, like, you know, thank you for everything. I was like, you as well. And then as soon as that happened, she blocked me on everything. Like, it was like, I thought we left on, like, you know, friendly terms.
Yeah.
But then she blocked me, so fuck you, ho. I'm gonna air our business out. I'm gonna air your business out. The fuck? I did nothing. I did so much. You did nothing. I don't go for that anymore, so.
Damn, I didn't know you were blocked.
Yeah, she blocked me on everything. She blocked almost everyone except Kennedy. Like, she blocked Evelyn because of my birthday. Evelyn, like, they got each other's social for, like, pictures and that type shit. And, like, she blocked Samantha. Like, she blocked everyone that, like, was associated to me because of me. She didn't even go to graduation because of me. I know it's because of me, or, like, she didn't want to see anyone related to this. Yeah. Because she didn't show up to practice. She didn't show up to graduation. And I was like, if we were friends, she would want to come. But she didn't want to. So, that's your graduation. You didn't want to walk the stage. We did.
We got a big cheese man right there. You know, I looked at the time. We had an 11-minute cheese man.
Huh?
About that.
Bitch, I could go on forever about that. Let me talk my shit.
Bro, have you heard about the, what's it called? P. Diddy controversy?
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
So, what I know from what I've heard is about his parties. When people were like, Diddy this, oh, Diddy caught you, like on the comments, I'm like, what the hell, what are they talking about?
Party.
Yeah, what are they talking about? And then that's when I found out it basically, you know, had these wild, crazy parties. It was the parties of the year.
Like Justin Bieber was there, you know, like,
yes,
Justin Bieber.
Like the best celebrities that you can think of were there. And
like
I guess
an initiation type, right? You know?
And supposedly, like, the celebrities would get drugged or drugged. And I mean, some of them must have done it with their own will.
Or
they
like
would bring in
taking drugs as well. Like
they were in, what's it called? They would bring in prostitutes. But most of the time, they were children. Yes, kids in there. And what I heard from one story, I do not know her, don't remember her name. I know it starts with the T. And she was a witness in the parties. She said that she was part of the CPS. And CPS was mostly part of, you know, were the ones who would send kids, traffic kids.
Oh my god.
And I never knew that. I thought, you know, CPS is going to take care of you. Obviously, like, whatever household you get in, like, it's not what, it depends, you know? But I didn't think that CPS would, give the kids to be, you know.
Yeah, like, they're supposed to protect you from that.
Exactly.
And they're not.
So she was sent to do that. And she says that she was even drugged. Like, everything.
Oh my god.
They said they were brought in tunnels, and what's it called? And she had it like.
Is this making you emotional?
No, it was about a burp.
Oh, that was your moment to clickbait. I'm so sorry.
And what's it called? Oh, Castle. We were not laughing about this situation.
We're not laughing.
No.
Not funny.
Literally. And they were brought into tunnels. And they were supposed to, whatever they wanted, the celebrity wanted, whoever wanted to do with them, they could do whatever the fuck they want. Like, you know?
That's horrible.
Because they were getting paid by further services. I don't think the children, I think maybe they were getting paid, but, like, you know, obviously the organizations were the ones getting paid with their services. And then, come to find out that, what's it called? They think Beyonce was a big part of it. I even made a little joke about it too.
That was so funny to me. I was like, Brian, get out.
So they think Beyonce, you know, because celebrities do some recognitions when they're in the Grammys, but like, oh yeah, Beyonce's changed my life, this and that, da da da. But I mean, it's because, you know, I think it's all fake. I don't think we should really associate Beyonce with this because really, if you look into it, each person has someone they admire. So like, I could be like, oh yeah, Billie Eilish. Oh yeah, this and this. I love you so much if I receive an award because you have recognition for that person.
Yeah.
And I mean, if anything, they should have said Madonna because Madonna is the one that gets most recognized by a lot of celebrities. So no, I don't think Beyonce's really part of it. So all those people making jokes, like the Jenna Rivera jokes about her in the back with the dynamite zone play. I saw this TikTok where someone was playing it in their they were like, oh, I'm checking each Beyonce song in reverse to see if she talks about it. I saw that. I was like, okay.
And then when you posted yours, that was like, all right.
Yes, what if she wanted to kidnap me, take me to the Diddy party?
Oh my god. You know what? It's okay. If that's what you gotta do to get to the top, do it.
Bro, my dad literally told me.
Privately, was like, Gabby, like, I had to suck and fuck to get to my spot where I am now. I'd be like, Brian, tell me where to do it.
My dad's like, and he told me. He was like, did you know celebrities, sometimes have to do things in order to get things done, like Marilyn Monroe. He's like, I'm saying this to you, especially you, Brian, because I know you want to become famous, but like, just know, don't be doing that freakiness. And I said, bye. Like, I'm not.
Like, that's, why they say like Rihanna won't drop an album, because like they had her like locked in a room and they said like, you like to sign a contract, like you're not leaving this room until you sign this contract. And that's why they're like, now they think like, now that she's out of it, she doesn't want to make any more music because it's like all that.
I know. All these celebrities with their secrets, like I want to
know. I want to know.
Yes, I want to know all their secrets.
I want to know so badly. Like,
yes. Do you remember the time you fell in weight training? Tell us the story.
You love that story. I was just saying, Brian laughs every time, even harder each time.
Because you can imagine it.
He imagines it, and it makes him laugh even harder. Okay. So let me explain what happened. So I had weight training, and it was the first class of the day. Mm-hmm. Already, boom. Like, where's that edit sound? Where it's like, edit this, Ryan. You gotta be like, weight training, first period of the day. Boom. And then...
The little thunder, like...
Yeah, like... Yeah. And then, so then it's like the rest of the day, like, I'm gonna smell like if you don't shower or anything, like, damn. That's like an L in the chat right there. Like, okay, so then in weight training, before you start doing like, lifting, Brian, what is going on? You don't flash the camera. Okay, so then before you start the weight lifting, you have to, we would do warm-ups in the gym in front of all different, there's like health classes,
I would see people,
the special need classes, like they're all out there. And then we would go back to the weight room. So, we did all these lunges, these stretches or whatever. The last one that we would do every time was these things called accelerators. So basically you accelerate as fast as you can to the halfway point of the gym, and then you start to slow down before you like run into the wall. Yeah. And so, and then they would do it in like groups, everyone get in a line and then each group would go. And I was like the last group because I was always the last one to get out for warm-ups because I'd be in the locker room like just chilling, and then I wouldn't hear like the time they'd be like, line up or that kind of thing. So like, I was like the last group to join for accelerators. So I'm, they're running, I'm running, and you would run to one side and then you'd run back to the other side. So I ran to the first side, no issue. And then I started to run for the second one, and I'm running next to this bitch, and she starts running faster. And I was like, I need to run faster. Like, then it looks bad on me. Like, the fat bitch is the last one to run, ho. Like, I can't look like the last one because I'm running slow. And so I start to speed up. And then I tripped and I fell. But everyone, it was so bad because everyone went silent. Everyone went silent. Oh my God. No one said anything. No one made a movement. Like, they all just kind of, like, froze. Like, they turned around and they're like, the fuck? Like, this bitch, like, I'm on the floor. The fuck? Like, it happened so fast. Like, I fell. And then I slid. And then, imagine, I also wear glasses. Like, I'm wearing my contacts. But at the time I was wearing glasses, my glasses slid off my face. I fell. I slid. It went silent in the whole gym. It was dead silent. Like, no one wanted to laugh and make me feel bad, but it was even worse when it's dead silence. Now I gotta shoot this whole school up. Everyone that saw, I gotta shoot it up now because that was horrible. Like, what? And like, no one came over and helped me up either. I didn't really have many friends in that class. I had like. And the ones that I did talk to, they were in the locker room still. So they didn't even know that anything happened. And I fell, and then when I fell, like, I was just like kind of shocked. And then the teacher, he walked over, Coach Bab, and he like picked me up. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I said, "I have to go home now." And I called my dad, and I was like, as soon as everyone walked away and I was out of sight, I called my dad, and I was like, "Get me right now. I have to go home. I'm logging out. This was it. Thank you. Like, I've done enough social interaction for the day. I gotta go home."
I can't.
Like, it was bad. It was bad. Like, I literally like, boom, boom. It was so, you know, it's bad when the special needs kids are quiet too. Like, they made no sound, no fidget, no stim, nothing. It was dead silent. No one made a noise when I fell. But me.
My gosh.
Like, it was bad. It was bad.
I could never.
I went home.
It's a traumatic, almost humbling experience.
That's why I'm a humble bitch. Like, I can't even laugh. If someone falls, I'm gonna laugh. But it's only because I know I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna fall with you, shawty. Like, I fall with so bad. There's not even like, that's a bad fall. But like, I've fallen worse. That was like my most public fall.
Oh yeah. What has been your worst drinking experience?
Okay, so my worst drinking experience. So I had gone to this like little get together. So it wasn't a party because it wasn't like full of people, but like, you know, I'd say it's like 20 people, 25, 30. And so it wasn't a lot because people were coming and going, you know, like they were there, but they weren't there for the whole time. And so I was there with my friend at the time, Bella. We're not friends anymore, but I was there with Bella. And
What Bella?
She went to Lassiter.
Oh, it's not here?
No, not our school. Like, I don't think anyone would know her unless I've introduced you to her. But, and you would want to be introduced to her.
Nope.
But, like, people I dropped them for a reason, guys. So, anyways, so me and her went to this party, you know, get back, and like, she was designated driver, so she wasn't drinking. So I was like, I'm gonna drink, I can drink, you know, I'm not driving home, and I'm sleeping over at her house. My parents won't know I'm drinking. So I drank, and I drank. But it wasn't like I'm drinking by myself. I was taking shots with everyone. Yeah. But, you know, the number starts to like rack up when I'm the only one. Like, I'm doing it with hella people. They're doing one, but I'm doing it with everyone. So it's like, if I took a shot with you, if I took a shot with you, if I took a shot with you, y'all are only doing one, but I'm the one that's doing it with everyone. Yeah. And so that shit got me fucked up. And then I was also mixing liquors. Don't do that. Don't mix like light and dark. Don't do that. That's not good. So then I was feeling like, woo, head was dizzy. And then I was waiting, and I sat down on the couch, and I was just like, fuck, like, I'm really fucked up. And Bella left because she was fucking with this guy at the time, like, sneakily, like, wise. And they left the party because, like, not everyone knew that they were, you know, like, fucking with each other. And because she was fucking with the guy who had not just broken up, but, like, well, that was also in the friendship, like, in the friend group. Brian, what are you doing? So bad.
You want to try some?
No. But so she was just like, it was supposed to be sneaky, so they left the party, you know, like separate, but she told me, she's like, Gabby, I'll be back, like, you know, like, I'll be back after, you know. Yeah. And I was like fucked up, so I was like, oh, okay, like, okay, you know. And And then this one person that I was there, they're like, hey, Gabby, you want to go to the gas station? That was the worst decision of my life. Because as soon as I got in the car, my head was spinning. I'm in the car. The last thing I remember being played is Kiss It Better by Rihanna. Like, as I'm laying in the backseat of the car. And I was on the phone with Evelyn because Evelyn is the one bitch that if I get drunk, I'm gonna call her, I love you, bitch, so much. I love you so much, bitch. Like, you're my favorite bitch ever. This is not the only time I've called her before for that. And so, like, I was on the phone with her because, you know, I made my notorious, like, I love you so much, bitch. Like, you're, like, we've really been through it all. Like, you know, I love you. And so, I was on the phone with her while I'm dying in the car. And she's like, Gabby, are you good? Like, you need to get back. So we get back, right? And I'm like, I feel like shit. And I'm like, I don't feel good. I'm about to throw up. I have a fear of throw up. So, like, that's why I had to throw up really bad because I was holding it in. I was so scared of throwing up. I didn't want to throw up. So I was holding it in, but I kind of had to throw up. And so, what are you doing? Okay, a little concoction. And so I got out the car because I didn't want to throw up in the girl's car. But I threw up like everywhere on the floor. Like, not floor, but like I was outside, so it was like the grass or pavement or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, I just laid down on the grass while I'm on the phone with Evelyn. And the girl was like, girl, like, are you okay? Like, let me bring you inside. Like, let's get you some water, you know, like. And I was laying on the grass like, ooh, no, I think I'm gonna just lay right here. Like, I don't feel good. I don't want to move. And she was like, girl, like,
this was not good.
You're literally representing what I did. Like, I threw up. And then I got back and I was laying on the couch. They handed me a trash bag, but my friend was nowhere to be found. And I was texting her like, bitch, where you at? The people of the host was I keep like moving my hands and touching the frosting and getting it on me. The people of like the host of the party, he was making sure like I'm not fucking like dying of like alcohol poisoning. Like, he's like texting her like, hey, Gabby's like fucked up. She really needs you right now. Like, where are you? And this bitch is out here getting fucked in a car. She's getting fucked by some he was funny, but like white man, like, girl, you could do better. Mm-hmm. And she's getting fucked. And she's not responding to anyone. And I was there and I felt so bad. Like, I remember I apologized the next day, like, hey, I'm so sorry. But it really wasn't my fault because she was nowhere to be. I was riding home with her. So, like, I was waiting on her. Mm-hmm. And she just didn't even care. Like, I was really fucked up. And that was just like, it was really like, bitch, like, and there have been times, what really was fucked up is because, like, we had gone to another party before and she got really fucked up. And I was the one to take care of her, but when it was my time, she didn't take care of me. Like, bitch. And
that's messed up.
It was horrible. Like,
what?
I know, yeah, like, she got really fucked up at one party where to the point where I, like, had to carry her out. And, like, she's like, I'm holding her on my shoulder, like, trying to find us a ride. And then now I need your help and you're nowhere to be found. You're over here getting dick. Dick can come anytime. But I was not going to be drunk every time, huh? Like, the betrayal.
Oh. So, we have exceeded. You're actually the first podcast to over an hour. And the fact that we're not even finished, but we're going to have to end it here.
We're at the end it?
Yes.
Well, you were scared that I wasn't going to talk a lot.
I literally, you know how long, we were literally on call trying to figure out questions. Because we're like, what if we're not going to have enough time? Like, you know. We're at an hour and 6 minutes. So
I talk a lot.
And that's good. We need people that talk a lot on the podcast to give us everything. No filter, no nothing. Cause why it's lame when it's not keeping it real.
I kept it real. Do you think I kept it real?
You kept it real.
I tried to keep it, you know.
So
authentic to myself. We're
gonna have to end it here, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Next week's costume is gonna be Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf.
Ooh.
Who will I play? You'll see next week. So I'll see you guys.
Testing. And we are back on Keeping It Real Season 2.